Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to my latest video, which is the Champions League round of 16 second legs predictions for the games on Tuesday and Wednesday and also next week as well. So I'm going to do this in a one-hour. What I'm going to do is I'm going to timestamp the games that I speak about. So if you are a Porto fan, if you're a Juventus fan, and so on and so forth, then obviously if you want to just drop by and watch that particular game that I talk about, then that's absolutely fine. So I will timestamp all these games as well. So let's have a quick look at how everyone did in the first legs. I only got 4 points, no perfect scores. To be honest, it was a pretty bad. But to be fair, Champions League games are very, very difficult to predict as well. Top scorer in the comments was Chris Welsh. Chris Welsh got 7 points. In fact, it wasn't a very high score, let's put it that way. JB got 6, and then there was myself, Roberto Hollis, and Sportcat 1 on 4. And then the 3 were Sachin Dif Prasad, I think I pronounced that right, Reese Wood, and Shane O'Donnell on 3 points. So the first game to preview and predict of these games is Juventus against Porto. Now, Porto lead 2-1 on aggregate from the first leg. Let's be honest, Juventus really have to perform better than they did in the away leg at the Estadio Dragao, because I have to say, Juventus were very, very poor that night. Porto deserved to take a first leg lead, you'd have to say. So, you know what? Juventus, they're at home. I expect them to come out firing. I expect them to be, the most dominant team to begin with. But Porto don't have the best away record, but I did see signs in that Porto game. I saw signs in that first leg that I think Porto could potentially go to Juventus and carve out a draw, maybe even a win. I'm not sure Juventus are as good as many people think. So that's why I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Juventus and Porto. So that would be 3-2 to Porto on aggregate to go through. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, but Porto to go through 3-2 on aggregates. And that would be Juventus to go out. And would that potentially cost Pirlo his job? Let's talk about that. That could possibly be happening. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I'm going to go for Porto to go through, or 3-2 on aggregate. And the next game is Borussia Dortmund against Sevilla. Yeah, quite an interesting one. It's 3-2 on aggregate to Dortmund. It was a very good game in the end. I mean, Dahoud got a fantastic goal for Dortmund, and then Haaland. Who else? Haaland to me is one of the best strikers in world football right now. He is just so clinical, and he could win a game, and he could win a game for Dortmund with the back of his hand. He is so good, that player. But Sevilla, they did take 2 goals. Suso got the opener, and then it was a Luke de Jong goal for Sevilla. But they are going to the Signul Iduna Park. Dortmund, to be fair, they did lose a 2-goal lead against Bayern Munich to lose 4-2. I don't think they will be in any trouble whatsoever against Sevilla. I think Dortmund will go through. I don't expect it to be a comfortable win, but I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Borussia Dortmund. And Borussia Dortmund will go through 5-4 on aggregate. I do think that Dortmund will go through in this game. And the next game to preview and predict is PSG versus Barcelona. PSG 4-1 up from the first leg. It was the Mbappe show the last time that these two met. I have to say I was very, very impressed with the way PSG played in that game. Went 1-0 down, controversially I thought, to a Lionel Messi penalty. Frankie de Jong did trip over his 2 feet. But Lionel Messi got the opener, and then as we said, it was the Mbappe show. Moise Kean added another one later on as well. So look, Barcelona won 2-0. I think it was against Osasuna at the weekend, and PSG. I'm not sure what their result was in the French Liga, but what you can say is it's a big week for Barcelona, because potentially Juan Laporta is now Barcelona's new president, according to reports. Now, this is big because Barcelona are just a club that need a new president. So, what does that mean for Ronald Koeman? Well, I don't know. It could be interesting. Could be really interesting, that one, for sure. You can't really see Barcelona going to PSG and scoring 3 or 4, especially. I do think PSG will go through in this one. I'm going to go for them to win this one. I think it'll be a comfortable win for them. I'm going for PSG 3, Barcelona 1. So that would be, let me work this out, 7-2 on aggregate to PSG. That would be quite something. That'd be quite a hammering that they would give out Barcelona there for sure. But I'm going to go for PSG to win 3-1, and it will go through 7-2 on aggregate. And now we have Liverpool against RB Leipzig. 2-0 up from the first leg. Liverpool from goals from Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane. But Liverpool's form ever since that first leg has gone pear-shaped. It has been a shocking turn of events for Liverpool. As for Leipzig, they are winning game after game after game. So it's going to be a very, very interesting tie. This has obviously been played at the Puskas Arena in Hungary yet again. So, it's going to be an interesting game. Liverpool 2-0 up away from the first leg, so they will be the home side for this second leg. So Leipzig need 3 goals to go through. They also need 2 goals to equalise with Liverpool. But I don't know. Obviously, Leipzig will have to obviously attack more, so that might come to Liverpool's advantage. But Liverpool's defensive frailties at the back could be an interesting one for sure. Be interested to see if Kabak makes it as well. So it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. I can see Leipzig scoring. But I do think Liverpool will be able to go through. I do think they will go through in this one. I'm going to go for Liverpool 2, Leipzig 1, which would be 4-1 on aggregate to Liverpool. So I think Liverpool will go through 2-1 against RB Leipzig. But to be fair, RB Leipzig have had a very good go at the Champions League this season. I just think Liverpool will be too strong for them. Even though that Jurgen Klopp has put his eggs in one basket, and that is definitely the Champions League, you can quite clearly see. After the defeat to Fulham, Liverpool are definitely now looking at the Champions League to, well, I'm not saying going on and win it, but to go far in the competition. So I'm going to go for Liverpool to beat Leipzig by 2-1, and then we'll go through 4-1 on aggregate. So that's the games for this week done and dusted. Now we have the 4 other ties for next week to go through as well. And we have Real Madrid against Atalanta. Real Madrid are 1-0 up from the first leg. Atalanta had a red card in the last game against Real Madrid. It was a very, very early red card as well. I reckon if they hadn't had the red card, I reckon Atalanta would have probably gone on and won the first leg. But to be fair to credit, it was a very fantastic finish from Ferland Mendy from Real Madrid. Really great finish, that one as well. Real Madrid drew 1-1 in the Madrid derby as well today. It's going to be a very interesting game. Obviously Real Madrid have 1 away goal as well, so Atalanta will need to score 2 as well. I think it'll be a very close game. I do think it'll be a very close game. Real Madrid at home this season have been very, very unpredictable to predict. So, are the 13 times winners going to go through, or are they going to go out? I'm going to say that we're going to have a wee upset. I think Atalanta showed against Real Madrid that they can actually play. They can actually play very, very well in that first leg. I am going to go for them to go to Madrid, and I'm going to go for them to win 2-1. Now, if I'm rightly saying, Atalanta would go through on away goals. So I'm going to go for them to win 2-1 away at Madrid. And I think that would be enough for them to go through on away goals. So I'm going to go for Atalanta to go through on away goals in that one. But it could be an interesting one, that one, for sure. And now we have Manchester City against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Manchester City leads 2-0 on aggregate from the first leg. Borussia Mönchengladbach's form domestically has not been the best, it has to be said. They are falling down the Bundesliga table as we speak, and they did lose to Bayer Leverkusen at the weekend as well. But Manchester City did lose the Manchester derby to Manchester United as well. So it's going to be a very interesting game for sure. But it is at the Etihad. I can't really expect Manchester City to not go through at home as well. I do think Manchester City will go through in this one. Borussia Mönchengladbach have it all to do. They have to score 3 goals to go through, or even 2 to take it to extra time. But that's to keep out City as well. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Manchester City will go through on aggregate. I'm going to go for them to win 2-0 at home, and I would take them 4-0 through on aggregate as well. So I'm going to go for them to win 2-0 against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And now we have Bayern Munich against Lazio. Bayern Munich lead 4-1 on aggregate in the first leg. Bayern Munich came back from 2 goals down to defeat Borussia Dortmund by 4-2. Very, very good performance from Bayern Munich, and especially Robert Lewandowski. Can Bayern go on and win it again? It's going to be very tricky because you do have good teams in there like Manchester City, PSG, of course, who they met in the final, and you've got the English contingent as well, potentially of Liverpool, Manchester City, and Chelsea as well. Lazio, they came, to their architects of their own downfall, I would have to say for sure. It's a tricky one. It's a very, very tricky one. I can't really back anyone against Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena. I just can't. So I think Bayern Munich will win this one. Going to go for them to win by 4-1 against Lazio. So that would put them through 8-2 on aggregate. I think teams can travel back to Germany. I could be wrong in that aspect, but there is a German travel ban, so I don't know if Bayern Munich against Lazio will be played at a neutral venue or not, but keep an eye on that one. Could be interesting. But Bayern Munich to go through 4-1 on aggregate, 8-2 on aggregate. And the final game to preview and predict is the one on the thumbnail. It is Chelsea against Atletico Madrid. Chelsea leading through an Olivier Giroud overhead kick against Atletico Madrid. Going to be a very interesting game for sure. Atletico Madrid are coming off the back of a 1-1 draw with Real Madrid in the Madrid derby. So it's going to be a very interesting game, this one. I think Atletico will have to obviously come out and attack. Chelsea can sit back and defend a 1-0 lead, but I think that's a dangerous game to play. They're not scoring many goals under Tuchel. That's another problem that they do have. Atletico are a very, very good side. So I think Atletico Madrid will win 1-0 through 90 minutes, and then I'm going to go for them to actually go through. I'm going to get them to do a Liverpool. I think Chelsea might score maybe like 1-1 in extra time. But then I'm going to go for Atletico Madrid to win 2-1 after extra time. So, yeah, I'm going to go for them to go through on away goals, you'd have to say, as well. So, yeah, I'm going to go for Chelsea now, Atletico Madrid 1 after 90 minutes. Obviously, all these games are after 90-minute predictions anyway. Doesn't matter after the 90 minutes. But what I will say, I think Atletico Madrid will win 2-1 after extra time. So that would take them through on away goals. So that is it for the round of 16 second legs predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below, and like Chris Welsh, you will get a shout out in the next video. So I will give you my predictions very, very quickly, and the teams I think that are going through to the quarter-finals. So we have Juventus 1, Porto 1. Porto to go through 3-2 on aggregate. Dortmund 2, Sevilla 1. They would go through 5-3 on aggregate. PSG 3, Barcelona 1. They would go through 7-2 on aggregate. Liverpool 2, RB Leipzig 1. Liverpool to go through 4-1 on aggregate. Real Madrid 1, Atalanta 2. Atalanta, it'll be a 2-2 draw, but Atalanta to go through on away goals. Manchester City 2, Borussia Mönchengladbach 0. Manchester City to go through 4-0 on aggregate. Bayern Munich 4, Lazio 1. Bayern Munich to go through 8-2 on aggregate. And finally, Chelsea 0, Atletico Madrid 1, 1-1 going into extra time. And then they will go through on away goals, I am going to say, as well. So it'll be a 2-2 draw, but Atletico Madrid go through on away goals. So that's what I think. I'm pretty sure you've got your own in the comment section. Leave your predictions in the comment section down below. Let me know the teams you think that are going through as well, and we will see what happens in these ties. But until then, it's goodbye from me. If you do like the content, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well, and I'll be back with you for the live draw for the quarterfinals, which I think, if I remember rightly, what date would that be? Because we've got obviously the games this week, and we'll have the games on the next game week. So that would be on the 25th of no, it wouldn't. It would be Friday, the 26th of March. I'll probably be back with a live stream then as well. But we'll see what happens in the Champions League. Enjoy your Champions League match week round of 16 games. Some very interesting second legs coming up. I'm looking forward to them as well. And we'll see who goes through and who goes out at this stage, and look forward to the quarter-final draw coming up on Friday the 26th of March. And I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now. Thank you for watching.